some concepts. First term, we have the term geometric sequence. So when you say geometric sequence, it is a sequence where each term after the first term is obtained by multiplying the preceding term a non-constant, a non-zero constant. This non-zero constant is called the common ratio. So the difference with geometric and arithmetic is that instead of adding, we have now the operation multiplying or multiplication. So from the first term, there is a non-zero constant to be multiplied to get the next term. We call that as the common ratio. How about in arithmetic? What do we call that number being added? If in geometric, that is called common ratio. How about in arithmetic sequence? What do we call that
Common
term?
difference po.
Common difference, correct. Okay, so here in geometric sequence, you will not find common difference, instead common ratio. Okay, when I say non-zero constant, from the name itself, non-zero, zero is not accepted as the value of R. By the way, R is the symbol for common ratio, lowercase r. So it can be, from the name itself na non-zero, it can be positive numbers. For example, the common ratio can be 2 or positive 2. Example, we have this sequence. The first term is 1, followed by 2, followed by 4. So here, the common ratio is 2 because 1 times 2 equals 2, 2 times 2 equals 4, and so on. Next, it can also be 3. 3 can be the positive non-zero constant. From the first term, 3, 3 times 3, 9, 9 times 3, 27, and so on. Another case, it can be a negative number because negative number is also a non-zero constant. So, hindi lang positive ang value ng R, it can also be negative. Say, for example, negative 1. The first term is 7. 7 times negative 1, negative 7. Negative 7 times negative 1, 7. 7 times negative 1, negative 7, and so on. It can also be negative 3 times negative 1, positive 3, and so on. Alternating lang yung sign. It can also be negative 2. Negative 2 yung first term. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Positive 4 times negative 2, negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 2, 16, and so on. Third case, R can be a fraction. So, fraction is also a non-zero constant. So, ito yung third case, fraction. Say, for example, R is 1/2. The first term is 2. 2 times 1/2 equals 1. 1 times 1/2, 1/2. 1/2 times 1/2, 1/4, and so on. It can also be a negative fraction, like for example, negative 1/3. 1 is the first term times negative 1/3 equals negative 1/3. Negative 1/3 times negative 1/3 is positive 1/9. 1/9 times negative 1/3 is negative 1/27. So if the value of R is negative, take note that the sign is alternating. Each term has alternating sign. But if the value of R is positive, the terms are all positive. Sometimes, non-zero constant can be a monomial. For example, 2a is the value of the common ratio. The first term is a. And then a times 2a, 2a squared. 2a squared times 2a, 4a cubed, and so on. It can be a negative term containing fraction yung coefficient. Say for example, negative 1/2 x squared. For example, the sequence has 2 as the first term. 2 times negative 1/2 x squared is negative x squared. Negative x squared times negative 1/2 x squared equals positive 1/2 x to the 4th power, and so on. So those are the 4 cases of non-zero constant for the value of the common ratio. I will repeat, there are 4 cases. R, isa-summarize ko dito. So, common ratio is represented by lowercase r. So every time you see this letter, lowercase r, in the formula, it means the common ratio. So there are 4 cases. The first case, r can be a positive number. Okay, R can be positive number, can be a positive number. The second case, R can be a negative number. The third case, R can be a fraction. In fraction, it can be a positive or negative fraction. And the fourth case, R can be a monomial. So those are the four cases of common ratio. Okay na? Any questions with the characteristics of common ratio? None? Let us move to the next slide. I will be showing some sequence and then you will tell me if it is arithmetic or geometric. Again, it is arithmetic if there is a common difference. When you say common difference, there is a number, a constant number being added repeatedly from one term to the next term. It is geometric if there is a common number, a constant, being multiplied repeatedly from one term to the next term. Let's say, for example, the sequence is 2, 6, 10, and so on. Arithmetic or geometric? You can...
Arithmetic po.
Okay. Correct. Very good. So you can type your answer sa chat box or you can simply unmute your mic. Correct. This sequence is... This sequence is an arithmetic sequence. Why? Or how did you determine that this is arithmetic? And
Nag-add po ng 4.
yes, si Ivan. Ivan?
May nagsimbag na po, ma'am.
Si
Clarice.
Sige, Clarice.
Nag-a-add po, ma'am, ng 4.
Okay, very good. Because there is a constant number being added repeatedly from one term to the next and that number is positive 4. Correct? Kaya siya arithmetic. Next, this one. We have the sequence 2, 6, 18. Arithmetic or geometric?
Arithmetic po.
Geometric po.
Geometric po.
Okay, the answer is geometric. This is a geometric sequence. Okay, this is not arithmetic. Why is this considered to be an arithmetic sequence?
Kasi po may common
Yes, si Francesca.
Kasi po, ma'am, may common ratio na 3.
Okay, very good. Because there is a common ratio which is 3, positive 3, being multiplied from the first term 2 times 3, 6, 6 times 3, 18, and so on. Therefore, this sequence is geometric sequence. Next, 2, negative 8, 32. Arithmetic or geometric?
Geometric po.
Okay, Jabel? Correct. Geometric. Why? Can you give the reason, Jabel, why this is geometric sequence?
Mayroon pong common ratio.
What is the common ratio in this sequence?
Negative 4.
Okay. Thank you, Ivan, for helping. So this is a geometric sequence with a common ratio which is negative 4. So I will type yung common ratio para makita niyo. R is equal here to negative 4. Let us go back with the previous items. Yung sa number 1, this is arithmetic. So there is a common difference represented by a lowercase d, which is positive 4. In the second example, geometric with a common ratio which is positive 3.
Yes po.
Okay, so we are now in item number 4. Let us first go back with the previous 3 items. We have this item, number 1, arithmetic sequence, common difference which is 4. Second item, we have geometric sequence with the common ratio 3. Third, we have another geometric sequence with common ratio negative 4. Next, we have item number 4. The sequence is 2, negative 8, negative 18. Is this arithmetic or geometric? Who can answer?
Arithmetic.
Ivan?
Arithmetic po, ma'am.
Arithmetic, correct. Can you explain to us why this is arithmetic?
Na-add po sa 10.
10 or
Common difference.
negative?
Positive.
10.
Negative
What's the
po.
common difference? Okay, correct. The common difference here is negative 10. There is a constant number being added repeatedly from the first term to the second term. So 2 plus negative 10 is equal to negative 8. Negative 8 plus negative 10 is negative 18, and so on. Therefore, the common difference is negative 10. This is arithmetic sequence. Next, the last one. We have 2, 1, 1/2. Arithmetic or geometric?
Geometric po.
Correct. Si Jabel. This is
May ratio
a
kasi po, ma'am.
geometric. Correct. Very good. There is a common ratio. What is that common ratio? Jabel.
Tapos meron pa po yan, ma'am, ma'am, yung fraction, ma'am.
Yes. Anong fraction yon, Jabel?
1/2 po.
1/2. Very good. So the common ratio is a fraction 1/2. Okay. So any questions between arithmetic and geometric? Can you now easily determine if it is geometric or arithmetic?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Walang question?
Wala po.
Wala naman. Okay. Let us move to geometric sequence, the formula. So you can find this in your learning activity sheet, the given formula. And there are some examples in your activity sheet which shows how the formula is being used to find the nth term of the geometric sequence. So we have a of n, which is located in the left side of the equation. This means the nth term or the last term. A of 1 is the first term. R is the common ratio. N is the number of terms. Minus 1 is constant. So we will use this formula every time we are asked to find the term of the geometric sequence, or also to find geometric means. Okay, let us have some example. Let us take, for example, the one in your activity sheet. Let's say, for example, this is the given problem. What is the 10th term in the geometric sequence 2, 4, 8? So the sequence 2, 4, 8, and so on is an example of a geometric sequence because there is a common ratio, which is 2. So we can start with a given. So you can find this in your activity sheets na binigay last Friday. So we have here the given. The first term is 2. The number of terms is 10 from the word 10. So we are looking for the 10th term. And our common ratio is 2. 2 was derived from identifying the number which is being multiplied from the first term to the second term, and then from the second term to the third term. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. Therefore, the common ratio is 2. And then, since we identified that this is a geometric sequence, we will now use the formula for geometric sequence, which is a of n is equal to a of 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So this is the formula. And then to solve the problem, the solution will be just replace the formula with the given, since a of n is unknown, but a of 1 is already given, which is 2. And then the common ratio is also 2. And then n is 10. Replace n with 10. And then continue the solution by applying first the exponent. So exponent first before you multiply. So do not multiply yung 2 times 2 agad. It should first be 10 minus 1. 10 minus 1, which is equivalent to 9. And then apply first the exponent, which is 2 raised to 9. And then you multiply it with 2. Or it can be 2 raised to 10. Kasi may 1 yung exponent yung 2. And then, find the answer, which is equivalent to 1024. You can find this in your activity sheet. Therefore, the 10th term of the sequence is 1024. Any question with this example? Do you have any questions with this example?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay. So, that's how we apply the formula for geometric sequence. And then next we have, for geometric means you can find in your activity sheet, we will simply follow the same formula to find the geometric means. Use the same formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So you need first to find the common ratio. Like for example, the first item in the activity sheet for geometric means. Find the geometric mean between 3 and 12. So the first term is 3, the third term is 12. And we know that there are 3 terms, so n equals 3. So we need to find the value of r. We are able to get 2 because r squared is equal to 2 squared. Apply the square root to both sides, r is equal to 2. Therefore, the second term, which is also the geometric mean between 3 and 12, is 6. The same with the other examples in the activity sheet. And I hope you can apply that in answering the activities. There are 3 items for geometric mean. For geometric series, this is the sum of the terms of geometric sequence. There are 2 formulas. The first one is for the finite. Ito yung finite geometric sequence. Well, this one, nasa baba, is intended to be used if the geometric sequence is infinite geometric sequence. Yeah, so these are the 2 formulas for geometric series. You can proceed with the learning activity sheet to learn some examples on how to apply the formula. For example, ito yung sequence. Find the sum of the first 6 terms of geometric sequence 40, negative 20, 10. So ito yung sequence. There are 6 terms in total. So you need first to identify the given. The first term is given 40, n equals 6 because there are 6 terms. R is equal to negative 1/2. From the given sequence, 40 became negative 20. That means ang multiply is a fraction, which is negative 1/2. And then use the formula. Since finite siya, use the first formula. Finite geometric sequence. Apply the formula. The sum is 26 and 1/4. Next, for the second problem, this is infinite. Sum of the sequence 3 over 10, 3 over 100, 3 over 1000. The sequence is infinite. Therefore, we use the second formula. The first term is 3 over 10, r is 1 over 100. And then, we use the formula. Therefore, the sum is 1/3. So, do the same. Apply the formulas in answering